Welcome to the Greater Arlington Chamber of Commerce. I'm Brian Weatherford, your host, and we appreciate you being with us today. We really appreciate the fact that we have not one but two guests today because this topic matter takes two people to tell us about it. We're excited to have our buddies from Christkindl here with us today. Sheri, Capehart, Henry Lewczyk, welcome. Appreciate you coming in here with us today. Christkindl, we look forward to this every year. We have for a number of years. Sheri, you're the perfect person to ask, when did this thing start?
Started 13 years ago.
13 years ago, so that's ballpark. Don't make me do math. 2010? 2011.
And so, but when we first started it, it was on the road to Six Flags. Mm-hmm. And so it wasn't very easily get known and to get to, in a way.
Well, it was the first year, you know.
It was the first year, you're right.
But backing up before the first year, where did this come from? Where did we decide we need to do this?
We decided we needed to do this because we have a sister city. We only have one sister city at the moment, and it's in Germany. And so some of us had traveled often, if I can say it that way, to Bad Königshofen. And then we'd go to other cities, and one year in particular, we were there in the wintertime, and so we went into Rothenburg and Nuremberg and saw their Christmas markets. And I remember saying to my husband at the time, we need one of these. And his response was, you're too busy, you don't have time. And I said, okay, not yet, but eventually. So it took about 2-3 years before we actually started talking with it in the public and with the chamber.
And then everybody kind of jumped on board. It continues to grow. And Henry, here we are now in 2013 or 13 years later.
13 years later, correct.
Yeah. Inventory.
Well, actually, I was part of the first 3 or 4 years of the market
you were.
as well, and back again for the last 2 years. And we moved the market to the plaza outside of Texas Live, just east, the big plaza there by Globe Life Field. And it is our 13th annual year, and we have tremendous growth this year. We're very excited about that. And we can simplify it. It's fun. It's entertainment. It's very unique shopping, unbelievable food, and even some very special wine that we have at the market.
Some special wine.
Some special
What's that wine called? It has a funny name, doesn't it?
Glühwein.
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 Sure, are you familiar with Glühwein?
Very much so.
Would you recommend a glass of Glühwein?
Of course, particularly when you're about in December 3rd, 4th, when it starts to really get cold. It's basically hot spice wine.
Nice.
But the best thing about the market is it's free. So anybody can come. You don't have to spend any money. You can just come and enjoy the environment because it's a holiday market, and it doesn't matter what your place is in life with regard to what you like to do over the holidays. You can come and experience this, and it doesn't cost you anything.
So I got to ask, a lot of families looking for things to do. Would families enjoy this?
Families would find lots to do. Good. First of all, we have Santa or Saint Nick, depending upon what part of the world you're from.
Okay.
And we believe here in Arlington we have the Santa, Saint Nick. And I can tell you he's been part of that market ever since we started. And I'll have to tell you, there's one fun thing we've added this year.
Okay.
Actually, another fun thing we've added this year. It's called Fur Family Fridays.
Wait a minute. Fur Family Friday. I think you're talking my language now. I don't have any kids, but I think I know where you're going.
We have now Fur Family Fridays because so many people like to get photographs with Santa and their animals.
Absolutely.
And you would not believe year after year how many people bring their animals. They're dressed up. The animals are dressed up in Santa costumes, in elf costumes. And it's exciting. So we decided this year that Fridays are going to be a special day to take a photo with Saint Nick or Santa. And they're looking forward to it. Santa loves the idea.
Since you've been around for pretty much all of them in one way, shape, or form, Henry, have you seen situations where families come out year after year to get that same picture and then they have a whole book of each year?
That is the real story, Brian. Thank you for bringing that up. People will call, and by the way, it's not just from Arlington. They're calling from Oklahoma, Arizona, Illinois, last year, Minnesota. They're calling and saying, excuse me, is Santa going to be there? And I'll say, absolutely. They say, but is this the Santa? Yes, it's the Santa. They want year after year photos as the children grow. My daughter and son-in-law want their photo every year. They get their photo taken. So it's kind of fun.
Sure, he just mentioned the key thing, I think, talking about people that they're not just coming from Arlington to see this. Initially, when you first envisioned putting this market together, did you see it as an attraction, a destination point to bring people into Arlington?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, the Arlington Tomorrow Foundation gave us a significant grant. And I don't remember the amount exactly, but it was to buy those first initial huts, which we bought from the Chicago market. So we had the authenticity we needed to roll out the market. But we always, and in fact, the Tomorrow Foundation board at the time said, this can be like Arlington's Mardi Gras. And so we'll do it at Christmas time, and it's where people will come from everywhere to attend this. And we have the only authentic Christkindl market in the state of Texas.
Okay.
And so we're rated in the top 10, I know, and I don't know where in that ranking, but we're rated in the top 10 in the nation. So it was always to be a destination. And one of the things I think is really key to this Christmas market, because it's from a German heritage, if you will, so many of the people who come are veterans. And they have been stationed in Germany, and they've experienced it in Germany, and so they love the fact that it's here. So we get veterans, and we get even active duty and reservist personnel, anywhere from Fort Sill to Fort Hood and beyond. So it's really kind of a unique opportunity for them to share with their family something they experienced when they were deployed.
With the people coming in from other states and whatnot, I'm guessing, I think I know, your partnership with the Convention Visitor Bureau is key.
It is. It's the city, the sister cities, the Convention and Visitor Bureau, all been part of this. And it is surprising that, and I tell this story, a few years ago, a lady called me from Arizona, and she said, what airport would you suggest we fly into? And I said, DFW. Well, she got to the market, looked at me, and she said, I'm upset with you because you didn't tell us we could have landed at Arlington Airport. And I said, you didn't tell me you had your own plane. But they had their own aircraft.
Okay.
But these folks are coming in because of the unique gift items. We've had Kathi Wolfert here out of Germany, and their products are all mostly handmade out of the Erzgebirge region of Germany, the Black Forest. And so many of their products are handmade. They're one of a kind. And they have actually the largest, they're our anchor, and we're proud of them being there now this is their 11th year at the market, and we're proud of them. But every gift and everything you buy at that market are one-of-a-kind items. They're custom items, so it's not something you're going to find at local stores. Even the food is not something you're going to find locally, and that's what makes it extra special that people do enjoy when they come here. It's a unique experience, one of a kind.
Well, and the fact, and I'm glad you touched on that, you're not in competition with local merchants.
No.
Actually,
No.
What I'm running through my marketing mind now is you're a supplement because you're bringing people that may not have come in the first place.
Exactly.
They leave Christkindl and say, well, look at this place. And they may get some people because they came in for Christkindl and end up going to a shop, and they never would have been to your shop if they hadn't been here for Christkindl.
You said the CVB a little bit earlier.
Right.
But they're coming in for football games. They're coming in for high school playoff games. They're coming in for a variety of things, and they're shopping at lots of places in Arlington beyond Christkindl. And so many, and we hear this every year. People will say, you've been here 13 years? Oh my gosh, this is my first time here. I'm coming back every year. But I mean, from the ornamental lace, the beautiful lace, handmade lace that the sister city sells, to the alpaca products that are handmade, to the African wood carvings, you're not going to find them. And you're meeting the vendors who made it's their product. So their heart and soul is in this market, and we're rather proud of that. It's not people coming in and selling out of a catalog. We're excited.
Sheri, we were chatting a little bit earlier off air today before we got rolling, and you mentioned, I know you're very active, have been in the Arlington community for a long time, but very active. But women's group particularly, you were together. Is this the type of place to where a group would enjoy going together to enjoy the market?
Oh, absolutely. We have a warming house, and that is great. So you can go in there and you can buy some food at the market, and we have a couple of vendors that would probably cater for you. We've done that ourselves for some of my groups I belong to. And it's just a fun environment. And you know, one of the problems with markets is washroom facilities. And so lots of times they have the porta potties, right? No one likes that. No one likes that. But Texas Live has been so helpful to us, and they've been a great partner. Clearly, the Rangers are another great partner. And oh, by the way, great on you, Rangers. Anyway, and this has been such a wonderful partnership, and it brings people to a place that they may not have come. They may have never driven in here for Texas Live. If they were already here for the game or something, they may not have ever really experienced what Globe Life Field looks like or where it is. And it's just, they're here for the market or they're here for the game, but either way, the synergy is created.
Well, either way, they're in Arlington.
That's
what
that's
we're
That's
all here
exactly
for,
right.
They're
That's
in
exactly
Arlington.
right.
Well, Henry, let's talk about some of the specifics real quick. Do you happen off the top of your head to know the dates for this year's market?
You better believe it. It starts the day after Thanksgiving, so November 24th through December 23rd. It is open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And I encourage you to come at any time. There's a few things that will happen at the market that we're proud of everything at the market.
Sure.
But I guarantee you, every single day, almost every hour. Did you know, Brian, it snows in Arlington?
I did not know that.
Every single day, every single hour, it snows in Arlington. And you would not believe how many people come to the market because they want to see it snowing in the market.
I think you might have one right here. I'd like to see that.
It is kind of fun. So we do have snow. Entertainment. I mean, the stage. We have our own stage that we bring in all of the elementary schools, the junior highs, the high schools, the private schools. We have even the traditional German with the North Texas German band. We have the Swiss Alpine horns that they play. We have the Alpine dancers coming back this year. They haven't been there for a few years. There isn't a day where you're not finding some unique entertainment on that stage. And what warms our hearts is, as you know, when an elementary school and a junior high show up,
The families are coming with
you
them.
better believe it. It just makes it a further family entertainment venue. And they have a good time. And they love when that snow machine starts. That's for sure.
I'm looking forward
Snow
to that.
machines start.
Yeah, multiple. Well, and I want to back up, though. The fact you mentioned there's different entertainment every day, people can attend more than once. You're not going to see the same thing over and over.
Never.
It's a new adventure every day.
It really is. It's a new adventure every day. And as I talked about the Kathy Wolford, which is our anchor there, we have jerky. I think there's 40 different kinds of
40?
jerky sold there. Yes.
Okay.
All different types. There's all homemade chocolates. Some of them are adult chocolate that have beverages inside of them.
Okay.
We have strudel. We have schnitzel. So we try to make it as authentic as we can, but we can't forget our traditional Texas roots. I mean, we have the largest, most rewarded barbecue sauce for ribs at our market.
Okay.
The largest in the country. He's been on television. He's at our market every single year for the last 2 years. It's fun. It's as I said, we have a nut vendor this year, so you're going to be able to smell those nuts.
Oh, I
roasting.
love that.
Yeah, it brings back, if you're in Germany, and as Sheri said, our Veterans Council actually holds their December meeting at the market in the warming house. And we encourage groups to come out. We love them to come out, and they're going to have fun. And the key is it's family friendly.
Family friendly is absolutely key. Well, Sheri, would it be safe to say you've attended every market that we've had on it?
Yes,
that a
that would be safe to say.
Can you tell me if you have a favorite thing to do? Somebody's coming
Ooh.
in, and there's only, okay, you've got to make sure you see X. What would X be?
I don't think it's a thing.
Okay.
I think it's an experience.
Yes.
And so when you're in the market, and particularly when there are performances on the stage, the local school children are great, or the choirs are great, but whatever is being experienced from the stage, people gather around and they'll get their Glühwein, or they'll get their hot chocolate, they'll get their coffee, and they're just there. And again, because it's free, they're experiencing something. It's kind of a community, not kind of, is a community endeavor. This year it's even a little bit more special because we have the Lord Mayor from Rothenburg coming. His name is Marcus Nasser, and the head of tourism from Rothenburg, your Christopher, and they're going to cut the ribbon on Friday night to open the market. Now, the market will be open already, but the official tree lighting and that's going to happen around 6:30. Is that right, Henry?
That's correct.
And so that's a real honor. So our market has partnered with the city of Rothenburg ob der Tauber, and Rothenburg ob der Tauber is the third most traveled to city in all of Germany. And so we partnered with them kind of early on to have a Christmas market city to bring authenticity. And we've built an incredible relationship. And those things take time. You know, it took me 12 years of trying to nurture that along before it really became a thing with us. This year, they're going to sign an agreement with UTA about a joint UNESCO chairmanship out of Aachen University. But the project is Rothenburg. And so when I was there last Christmas time, the Lord Mayor said we'd like Aachen to partner with a city in the United States. And because you're our Christmas market city, how about UTA?
What an honor.
And so I said, let me go back and work on it. And so they're going to sign that agreement probably, I think they're coming in on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And then that Wednesday, they're going to meet with, I think, our provost at UTA to sign the agreement. That was born out of this Christmas market. It would have never happened. And that's why people don't understand these relationships international. You've got to build the trust. You've got to decide what's there for both entities.
Absolutely.
And then from there, it kind of just, Trey Yelverton's favorite word is organic. Then it just becomes organic. And that's exactly what's happened with Rothenburg and what will soon be an agreement with UTA.
Well, Henry, are you already thinking how you're going to top it next year? We haven't got this one out of the way yet, but your mind's probably already churning for things for next year.
You know, Brian, we have to.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. If we had 20 more wooden huts, and you heard Sheri talk about the wooden huts, they are the traditional huts with the red and white awnings that you see in Germany. We had 4 more built for this year. They were sold out months ago. Wow. If we had 20 more huts, we could have had them sold out.
Okay.
What a great problem to have.
Well, it also allows you, with the popularity of these huts, to be somewhat selective in the
Indeed.
vendors you bring in.
And that is the one thing. We have a committee. We're very proud of the committee. And our committee, no one misses a meeting.
That speaks volumes for any committee. You get no miss a meeting.
And they don't miss a meeting, and that room is full. We meet over at the downtown library, and it is full. And we're proud of that, and we are going to continue growing the market if the market is still permitted to be in here. We sure hope so. And with Sheri's help and the city and the CVB and the sister cities, it's going to keep growing. And you know, you just have to come out. You just
I'll
have to
be
come
there.
out and
Okay.
see there. In fact, Brian,
Yes.
since Sheri's already mentioned the ribbon cutting, I think there should be some involvement with the chamber at that ribbon cutting.
Should
think that's a
be, one would
wonderful idea.
think.
Did I just drop something
Well,
there, sir?
I know people, so I
You
You know people.
I know
Well, we
people.
like you, so we know you.
so we'll see what we can do about that.
Now, Brian, I do have something for you.
Oh, thank you.
We had a group in here of about 30 individuals from our sister city, Bad Königshofen, and we gave every one of them a pin. And you can either use it as a coin or a pin. It's depending upon how you want to use it. But it is a commemorative pin. In fact, there are only 4 of these left. In fact, I don't think we even have one, do we?
I know, we don't. We're
But you
usually the
now do.
last to get anything.
And it is the city of Arlington at Bad Königshofen.
Well,
it is a commemorative
This is
pin
absolutely
or a
beautiful.
coin, sir.
Well, thank you for that, and I feel bad that you guys don't have one. I feel a little bad. I
You-
feel great
no,
that
well,
I do have
Yeah, I
one.
was going to say you don't
But
feel too bad.
no, this is nice. I appreciate that, and it's
And we want you to remember that 72-year relationship with Bad Königshofen,
Yeah.
and it's an honor that we have that relationship.
well, it's an honor that we have the relationship with both of you, Sheri. Thank you for your vision all those years ago, and Henry, thank you for keeping that vision alive for all of us, and frankly for people that aren't even here yet, but they'll be here, and they're going to be here at a big part because of what both of you, your committee, and your partnerships with the CPB and everybody else.
Appreciate you, Brian. Thank
Looking
you
forward
so
to
very
it.
much.
One more time, give me the date. Say after Thanksgiving through.
December 23rd, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day, including weekends, weekdays. As Sheri said, it's 99% of the time it's free parking. If there's a Cowboy game late in the evening, they may charge late in the evening, but it's free parking, free admission, and that's what makes it extra special too.
Well, great.
Come out and enjoy it.
I'll be there, and I invite all of you to come out there too. And you'll probably run into one or both of them while you're there.
I live there. Yes,
Tell them both thank you. For
Thank you.
everything they do.
Appreciate you, Brian.
I'm telling you both.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Sheri.
Appreciate you, my
Thank you
friend.
so much. Take
Sure.
care. Folks, thank you for being with us. And as you can tell, in a variety of ways, as we always say here at the Chamber, together we succeed. We'll catch you next time.